The most important thing that I learned this week were techniques for brainstorming. These included differentiating from current strategies, responding to demand, supplementing inefficiencies, and identifying personal impacts. Other examples are appropriation, so taking something from another context and using it in a new context, hybridization, mashing two ideas together, wild card, which can come from anywhere, and go long, envisioning the future pretty far out. The go long example was especially helpful for me because it was freeing while still providing enough context to root the brainstorming. I learned these techniques directly from Amber in studio and learned how they played out by going through these, thinking about cultures of sharing in each of these ways, what already exists, what could happen in the future, and I'm hoping to try these out with my senior students in the senior studio because they're at a stage where they will start brainstorming, so I will learn more about it in the coming weeks as I see them go through the process as well. Learning these techniques is important because brainstorming is a major component of the design process, and this can help me be more efficient or effective with brainstorming. It gives me a place to start when brainstorming. Brainstorming is part of the divergent thinking that is so prized in designers, that's part of this discussion of design thinking. So it is a key component of the design process, and to kind of know where to begin when you get to that stage is important as well. What I want to learn next is how these play out in other situations and which ones. Maybe they're not all appropriate for every situation. Like I mentioned before, I'm hoping to try these techniques out with my senior students, and they all have very different projects. So seeing which ones work for each of them in each context will be really interesting. Also for thesis, I'm interested in how designers work with non-designers. So in that work, I might try testing these techniques with non-designers, seeing how much brainstorming needs to be framed. Maybe they need more explanation, maybe this is enough. Maybe it's about exposure to the process, to the techniques. So I am curious to try these things out along with some visualization techniques and see how they work for designers and non-designers alike.